Hey guys, what's up? Ortiz here. Today I'm going to be teaching probably one of my favorite ways to change a disadvantageous situation whenever we're going for guillotines from a seated guard position, from a seated butterfly guard. Our opponent is defensively sound. They run over to the opposite side of our guillotine. And if we're, more concerned with getting the submission, we could be in a problematic situation with our back to the mat. We have to understand that in order for us to keep our guillotine situation or our front headlock situation, we have to forego the submission and then look to move on to keeping our head height with a front headlock. So that's what I'll be going over. All right, guys.
All right, guys, let's bring it in. So, good defensively sound-minded people understand that they cannot let the guillotine get so far as having a frame arm in place. So usually anytime I feel a guillotine coming on, probably one of my favorite things to do is just to hit a rotational escape on the side of the strangle arm. Camille rolls towards her left shoulder, exactly, and causes problems. Usually also what people do is they tend to hop to the opposite side. So let's say I do everything correct, right? Our shoulders are in front of our hips, we blade our shoulders, and then from here, center line shift, the elbow comes up. If Camille tries to run her legs towards the opposite side, it's not gonna really matter at this point. I can still finish with the high elbow. So from here, usually what people do is as soon as you get a hold of their head, they start to automatically run to the opposite side. Now from here, this can cause problems, especially if I just decide to get complacent and try to hold this because I think I have some kind of submission. Camille can start pushing my shoulders behind my hips with her shoulder. And now from here, I have my hands locked. I don't have frames in place. I have to let go. And I'm also susceptible to Von Flu strangles if I just think that I have some kind of guillotine in this situation. So we need to be prepared for somebody who's defensively sound. From here, however it happens, we snapped our partner's head lower than our armpit. I want to go for high elbows, but my opponent, again, is defensively sound and they run to the opposite side. Please go back in. Slow motion. As soon as my partner runs to the opposite side, I let go of my hand configuration and left hand comes down to the mat. So now I have a base of support behind me. So if Camille tries to push into me, it's going to be tough for her to get my shoulders behind my hips. So I'm not in that weak, disadvantageous position. From here, I come up off of my left hip with the support of my left hand and I back heel my legs, retracting my legs and elevating my hip off the mat. So that now I go from a situation where my left hip is bladed, I hop back, and in one motion, I drop to my right hip, right knee is down on the mat, left leg is posted, I have a chin strap, right arm retracting towards my ribs, and similarly, I have a left hand tricep grip, also elbow retracted back towards my ribs. From here, it's very easy. There's a lot of good things we can do. There's a lot of things that we've seen throughout the past weeks. And from here, now you went from a disadvantageous situation, not getting so greedy, and keeping your head height and understanding, okay, I need to be in a good offensive situation first before I can implement my offensive cycle and go into my submissions or trying to get the back. So, one more time. However we do it, we snap and we get our partner's head lower than our armpit. I connect my hands, but our partner's defensively sound, they run to the opposite side. I let go and I post my left hand out on the mat. From here, I back heel, getting my heels to my butt, and with the support of my left hand, I elevate off of my hip, my left hip. From here, I hop back, and I go from left hip bladed to right hip bladed. Right knee hits the mat, and left leg is a post, while I have a chin strap and a hand on the tricep, all at once. Remember, our shoulder is behind the neck, so we can discourage vertical posture. And from here, we're in a much better position than if we were on our back with our hands locked, no frames in place, and in a really disadvantageous situation. All right, guys, let me see. 3, 2, 1. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Have a good day.